Not 1 inch. Not a single inch. That is my pledge to you tonight. Not an inch. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Hey, what is up, guys? I am John Crump, and this is John Crump News. Whether you are watching on the vertical or horizontal, we have some bad news. I do see Flying Rich in the background. I'm taking it he's going to be joining in a second, or maybe he's just hanging out in the background. We'll have to see. But this is not good news if you live in the Commonwealth of Virginia, but not all hope is lost. Abigail Spanberger, the CIA agent, has beaten Winsome Sears, who happens to be a former Marine Jamaican immigrant and a great story, to become governor of Virginia. If you're wondering, one of the reasons why she won is because Democrats shut down the federal government to drive votes to Spanberger because they were going to blame the Republicans for it. Because that is what they do. They lie, cheat, and steal to get what they want. The only thing that remains is to see who the AG is. The lieutenant governor's race, that's pretty much over as well. The AG is, and to see if we can pick up the House of Delegates or not, or if Democrats will expand their power in the House of Delegates. But what it looks like as of right now, that is looks like it's going to go to the Democrats as well, which means we're going to have to pull a 2019 again, when all us loving people surrounded the Capitol in Richmond and openly protested against the moves that the Democrats were going to make. I don't know if it's going to be successful this time, but I am going to make you a promise right now. The guns I have at my home in Virginia, after the legislature does whatever they do on guns, they will remain in my possession exactly like they are. No feature deletes, nothing like that. My 30 round mags will stay where they are. And I I have to take a stand on this. And I have to say I am willing to pay any cost because this is our freedom, this is our liberty, and I am willing to fight. When I say not 1 inch, I mean it. And it's not only me saying that. Dark is actually the one that actually said it. I was thinking it, but he said it first. So, Dark, there you go. I invited Dark to come on. I'm not sure where he is, but we will fight back. Luckily, in Virginia, we do have a fairly strong constitution and a fairly strong like Article 1, Section 13 is our Second Amendment, basically. If you compare the Virginia Article 1, Section 13, it is our Second Amendment, but it goes farther than the U.S. Second Amendment. It actually talks about, and it clarifies that our Second Amendment rights are for the defense against tyranny. The government has no control over those rights. So I'm hoping that the people of Virginia will once again stand up. You got to remember, this whole Second Amendment sanctuary thing, the birthplace of that was Virginia, when 96 of the localities in Virginia stood up and said, we're not going to enforce your dumbass gun laws. And it worked. So we have to do it again.
Well, the
Virginia is
sheriff
the birth.
said that.
Yep. Virginia is the birthplace of liberty. It is the state of Providence. It is the state of Madison, Washington, Jefferson, and a bunch of other really, really good patriotic men. And I am not going to spit on their graves by taking a knee to Spanberger and our anti-gun agenda. And talking about dark, I've just brought up, I said not 1 inch, and I said you're the one who actually said that.
Dude, usually I wouldn't jump in when I'm out walking the dog, so excuse me. But man, I'm just blown
Wait.
away.
You're occasionally not walking the dog?
Yeah, I know, it's funny, right?
Rich, do you
I'm
break into my
just
house?
Are any of your MP5s
Yes.
missing? Dude, I
I don't know.
cannot believe that Virginia would be this dumb, dense, and gullible to believe that this she devil is actually for the people, who literally is. If you look at her voting record, she literally had voted for
It,
children,
it's
minors, to have the
beyond me
ability.
that somebody.
Go ahead, Rich.
Go ahead, Rich, go.
It's amazing to me somebody as skilled and qualified and as much a patriot as Winsome Sears is not having an overwhelming victory.
She
Yeah.
had nearly
Oh,
half the state.
Jay Jones is now winning.
The
He
dude
is
said that
leading
he
in the
wanted
AG
to
race.
see the death of his political opponents. Literally.
But I mean, he's not running for anything important. It's
and their
like dog
kids.
catcher, right?
Yeah.
He's running for dog catcher, right? He's not running for anything important, right?
The attorney for the state of Virginia, the attorney general, my man was texting that he would like to see his opponent's children bleeding to death in their arms because they won't be willing to stand for change unless they are affected
Wait,
personally.
and I release you and Crump, Dark and Crump, from any confidentiality. Have I ever said anything close to that in private text?
No, that's insane. That is insane. No
Oh
one, no one wants that. No, like no one has a desire for that.
no,
At
no,
least
in oh,
people that think like we do.
uh, it's amazing to me that this any sane person, if this came out about them, and I mean, did he even deny it was true? I mean,
No, no,
if it's true, you should drop out.
dude, they
It's like,
tried
yeah,
the
I want him
entire
dead. Oh well.
time. Yeah, he was like, he apologized for what he said and he disavowed what he said.
No,
What he
there's no
said.
coming back from that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
No,
crazy, man. I am
no, that is only
tremendously
because you've
concerned.
been found out.
Yeah, I am tremendously concerned. Even the person that he was texting was like, "Jay, stop it, please, please." So embarrassing, man. And this is, if you look at Abigail Spanberger's voting record, she literally has voted for minors to keep anonymity in school,
He
to be able
blamed.
to privately transition to another gender, sex, whatever, without notifying the parents and be allowed to call them by a different name in school without notifying the parents.
It's a train wreck. It is a massive train wreck.
I'll tell you what, man. Same thing that John said. I will not move an inch. I will not move, even if I have to put whatever I have to put on the line. I won't move an inch, not just on firearms. I'm saying in general, with anything, with any natural right given to us by God, protected by the Constitution, supposedly protected by the state constitution. Sorry, my phone is blowing up now. Um,
Oh, okay.
I
You're Dark. You're getting told you'll comply no matter what. This person obviously has no clue.
Yeah, no, I won't. I'll publicly, no matter how badly I have to crash out, publicly, I will absolutely not comply. Straight up. No retreat, no surrender. Come on. Dude, this is insane. The only thing that has kept us free of pure tyranny has been the fact that we've had the governor's mansion.
Yep.
And
Yep.
it appears that we just lost that today. Now she may, call for a recount or something, but
Well, it's got to be close, and also you've got to
it's
raise the
not close
funds.
enough.
Mm,
It's not close enough. I mean, it's not in like the margin of error. We're talking like 8% or 6%, something like that. It's considerable.
oh no, that's
But
realistically a landslide.
yeah, I mean, really, what happened is because of Trump's activities recently. People just want out from what they believe, whatever the right, Republican, conservative, whatever you want to call it. They want out from under that, whatever that is. And no, Trump is not running for, wasn't running for the governor of Virginia, but anyone that aligned with him, which obviously Winsome Earl Sears um, did. And I'm sorry for this angle. I'm just not trying to show street signs and backgrounds and all that.
No, you want me to just post your address?
Yeah, sure. This is just crazy, man. I cannot believe.
Ooh, Hemp Farmer says my sheep have more fight than the Democrats.
Ooh, yeah, just be aware that things are changing because sheep can be sheep, but sheep with organization and the ability to get more violent, they're learning how to bite. They're learning how to take out others. I don't know, man. Things are changing. The whole landscape is changing.
It's a train wreck. This is like the night my wife and I sat and watched Obama get reelected. I'm like, oh no, it can't be.
Yeah. And we lived through that and we'll likely live through this. But
Mhm.
if I have to be an example, I'm more than happy to.
So has this Democrat ever worn blackface or pretended to be Michael Jackson?
Oh, that's a different one. So actually it was it blackface or the
Yeah.
KKK?
Yeah, well, no, it was all three. It was he didn't know whether he was the one with the blackface or in the KKK hat.
Oh,
And
that's
he
right. That's
also
right.
break
Yeah.
he like Michael Jackson danced, and he was ready on the live apology tour
I
to
remember he was
and
like,
the
I'll do
wife
it
shot
now.
him a look.
They're like, no, please don't. That's so funny. Well, remember,
And amen, brother. Yeah, the Democrats are anti-black if they're running against if it's a white
yeah,
male.
this is the thing. This was their chance. This is how you know they don't even believe their own BS. This was their opportunity to
You mean
literally bring in a female black immigrant service member into the governor's mansion, and they chose no because they wanted some extreme leftist who, by the way, is massively funded. I mean, the majority of her funding came from anti-gun organizations.
dude, this is crazy. Yeah. So and also this white Democrat lady that hates black people. I'm saying that, not her. She's for DEI, and if she's for, I guess she's for DEI
Yeah,
as long as it doesn't interrupt her
not
run.
anymore. Yeah, exactly. I just can't believe, man. I'm no, it's not called yet, but I have a feeling this is how things are going to end. I can't even see the chat now. It's such a small
So
little window.
Ron Bear says, "What's the good news out of New York?" None, as far as I know. I was actually going to ask Coop if you want to do an election night stream, but
Yeah, the old Democratic Socialists. No chance that he's funded by the DSA, huh? No?
Yep.
The Democratic Socialists of America?
Yep.
The people who funded the riots in the Summer of Love, the people who got pallets of bricks delivered, the people who paid people's rents and mortgages during the COOF shutdowns.
Oh, Crumpy's joining back.
Welcome back,
The
Crumpy.
Wi-Fi went out of my room, and when I tried to rejoin, it was saying that my name didn't match the room. So I had to call them up, and they had to reset something. But I'm back now.
Welcome back. We're just complaining. Shush.
Yeah. Yeah. So right now, we're gonna have to fight like hell, man.
So is my dog. He's pissed off too.
We're gonna have to fight like hell.
Dude, it ain't right. It ain't right.
Someone came in here and said, "You're gonna comply. You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to comply." You don't know me very well.
What was that?
Someone came in here and they were like, "You're gonna comply. You're gonna have to comply." It's like, no. Like, oh, what do you mean? There's people willing to die for what they believe in? No way.
And to answer Slimmerman223, there is a stream tonight, 10:30.
Yeah, 10:30 p.m. and we're gonna be doing both Grumble and PewTube. This will be my first time coming back on PewTube from getting my strike.
Yeah,
my
okay, well,
8th strike.
Let me just say this: not all hope is lost. Our Section 1, like Article 1, Section 13 is very, very strong. That's why we don't have universal background checks, because they are unconstitutional. There is going to be a lot of people that are going to stand up. We're going to have to see what happens. And there are some really popular cases coming through the courts right now.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I have to do. But yeah, when they passed gun laws last time, I didn't change a damn thing. I'm not going to change a damn thing now.
Yep. And if it's time to pull Richmond V2.0 and get back out on the streets in full kit and say no, then that's what we got to do.
Yep.
Let me switch up to my computer here. Hang on.
What would George Washington do with an AR-15? Pretty sure I know what he would do.
Oh, I forgot who it was, but I was at an event this weekend, and they had a reproduction 50 caliber musket, but with a pick rail, an optic with a lamb, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
and it's G-Webs.
Richmond worked last time. It definitely worked. Even Chap Peterson, the Democrats, said that's the reason why they didn't pass gun control like they could have, because of what happened in Richmond. So it did work last time.
Dude, if lobby day is the thing, I'm gonna be down there with my 50.
Yeah,
I'll come down.
Oh, only thing lobby
my 50
day,
and a hand truck.
I have prior commitments.
All right.
We'll
bring an inflatable Crump with us.
Well, I don't. I'll be at an awards show.
Oh,
So, but we're gonna have to see. The political climate is entirely different the last time, but I'm not giving up hope. I mean, I'm not running. I'm not moving. I am gonna stay and fight like I always do.
I ran from New York to Florida.
Yeah, but I mean, I will. I have FPV drones. I have no idea what you mean, but I do have FPV. Not the type that they use in Ukraine, though.
Need payload capability. Gotta DIY some Arduino drones.
No, but we'll have to see exactly what happens. 4 years of Mordor. Exactly. And DLD is jumping on. What's
Something's
up,
going on
DLD?
with my network. It's just mad slow. Yeah, man. I'm blown away. Almost in disbelief that the majority of people actually wanted this. That they have a desire for anything that she's offering. It's beyond
So
me.
what it seems to me is that you got to realize people are dying, and there's new people that start voting all the time, and they have no clue what happened, 3 years prior. They have no recollection, and they're excited to go out and vote for the latest communist.
Honestly, even if I could move, I mean, even if I wanted to move, I'm kind of stuck where I am.
I'm not moving anywhere.
My choices would be Virginia, Maryland, or DC. That's the only places that are close enough to
I think
be where I need to be.
the idea, and baby skin, that's a very valid point. So yeah, Northern Virginia is installing her, right? Just like we installed homeboy in the Ukraine. Yeah, man.
True.
Even if we ended up in absolute anti-gun, every single regulation and restriction you could think of, I still wouldn't leave. I think it's more important to stay behind and fight, because if you guys can't see the patterns,
it's gonna follow you.
yeah, if you guys can't see the patterns, right? Like we literally had constant, never-ending national, like federal attempts at gun legislation. They kept failing, especially after Bruin. What did they do? They started going after individual states. If you hadn't seen what's going on at all these individual states, this is how they're attacking us. And now they're attacking the number one most popular, most prolific semi-automatic handgun in existence. And now Ruger and more and more and more. This is just going to keep continuing getting worse. So
they're going after Ruger now.
Yeah. So we need to be able to stand and fight, period.
I'm surprised they're intelligent enough to understand what the RXM is.
Well, they have some type of individual that is a turncoat helping them, and someone who understands firearms, or they're just sitting there using AI. We said this when it first popped off. We were like, watch, they're going to go after any cruciform style firearm, any Glock Gen 3 style clone, and then they're eventually going to go after like AR lower manufacturers. And the reason I think they went to Ruger, we're going to talk about this on the show tonight. The reason that I think they went after Ruger is because they probably looked at every single company that's pumping out Gen 3 clones.
Yeah, I don't want to name names. We all know them.
No,
I'm surprised of a state armory that didn't get hit quick.
Oh, well, that's what I'm saying. They went to Ruger because of net worth. They probably literally pulled up every single company and then pulled up their net worth, and they're going from top to bottom. That's the only reason they hit Ruger.
PSA is their net worth is more than Ruger's.
I was going to say
substantially more.
See, when you say, I'm thinking Ruger, after a recent acquisition, may not be as cash flush and would have to not fight a battle. So if they looked at their balance sheets, they would understand that they're more likely to buckle than to battle.
I think Rich is exactly right. I think it's going over. I think it's going to who wins. PSA. I mean, just the whole.
And if somebody like PSA or
the holding company
or any other clone manufacturer. Sorry, Crump.
You got to remember, PSA is just not PSA. They have a holding company that owns shitloads of stuff.
JJ&E Holdings, JJ&E Capital, is estimated at $195.8 million in net worth. Sturm Ruger is estimated at $709 million in net worth.
Oh, I guess I'm wrong.
And you might be right. They just made a huge acquisition. So maybe they are, I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure how much information that they have access to. What's, maybe they have people on the inside too. Look, I don't care how pro-gun people say they are. Anyone can be bought. So they could have a lot of insider information. See, Shadow Systems, and this is an interesting thing. I thought about this. Shadow Systems. Oh, whoops! It's moving. Shadow Systems, their backplate isn't even compatible. It is a complete. There are literally like 0 aftermarket backplates at all. And when have you ever seen a Shadow Systems with a switch on it?
Like, give me a couple minutes, I'll make it.
Yeah, but it's not even a thing.
It's not going to matter. Or because they're targeting the cruciform trigger. They don't care about the backplates not being compatible. They're going to say it has a cruciform trigger, therefore, theoretically, you could produce something to convert it.
It doesn't make sense to me because, and obviously it shouldn't. This isn't about logic and making sense, but the only thing you need to turn a Glock into a machine gun is a machine gun. The item is already illegal. It is already nearly unavailable, aside from, black market stuff. It's not like Glocks and or clones and cruciform style firearms are this easy to convert firearm. It's that someone made something very innovative, by the way, that happened to make it simple. But it doesn't make it not illegal. So if people are breaking the law with switches, do you think they're not going to break the law when a brand new 3D printed version comes out day 2?
Yeah, and the thing that I find amazing is it's harder to make a firearm semi-automatic than it is to make it fully automatic. You have to add extra mechanisms in. Yeah, and Crump, you're right.
It doesn't matter. They don't care. It's not about it's not about switches. It's 100% not about switches.
Yeah.
It's about using that as an excuse to target the most popular handgun in the country, and now they're going to go down the line. My only question is, when they went to Ruger, were they talking about the Ruger Hard R, or were they talking about one of their other guns?
Well, knowing the lefty progressives, they're probably using the Hard R variant.
So, okay, what we have to understand is the pattern of attack, the service of attack. So they've been attacking AR-15s, which are the #1 platform for rifles in this country. There are more AR-15s than any other long gun, period. So now
can I add one fact with that? And there were less than 400 deaths from all long guns,
shotguns, bolt action,
all long guns combined in what I think that was 2023. But still, like it's right around 400 a year. Yeah, we need to get ARs off the streets. No, you don't. And this is a cruciform. It's like a cross, and that's not a lefty progressive term. That is a technical Glock term.
Let's describe how the trigger works.
Do you know what kills more people than all long guns combined?
Contaminated water.
Bed sheets.
Bed sheets, self-strangulation in bed sheets, accidental.
Yeah, getting wrapped up in your bed sheets and strangling yourself in your bed sheets on accident kills 900 people a year.
Oh, baby skin condoms says fists. Another good answer. So when you think about the attacks, so the attacks were 3D printed guns, unserialized guns, and they combined that to make it sound worse. That whenever there was an obliterated serial number, they called it a ghost gun. It seems as though they've moved on from the ghost gun. They AR-15 ghost gun. Now they're going for the Glocks.
How do people die with bed sheets? They accidentally wrap themselves up in bed sheets and they strangle themselves. Not a joke.
While sleeping.
It happens on average 900 times a year.
I don't know if he's trolling, but how the F do you dies in the bed sheets? That was very well said, my friend. That happens too. Ting ting. Yeah. ATF gave machine guns to the cartels. Yeah, well, so this isn't the ATF. This is all these extreme leftist progressives that are and here's the thing. So we got Giffords and
maybe
Everytown for Gun Safety. I'm never going to bed again. Ban bed sheets. We need to start a ban bed sheets campaign.
What's more dangerous, bed sheet or an AR?
Honestly, we'd probably raise money. But Giffords, Everytown for Gun Safety, Brady, whatever, a bunch of them, right? Abigail Spanberger was funded mostly by these anti-gun organizations.
Giffords, a ton.
Giffords and Everytown. And Everytown. And you literally, like, if you go watch her ads, which you probably don't want to take that time anyway, but if you go watch her ads, you can literally hear it in the end of like more than half of her commercials. So what do you think that they're going to expect in return once she actually takes the governor's seat?
That's what we're going to see. All right, guys. I think we're going to wrap it up here. I got to go get dinner pretty soon. I'm in California. Xanthi, where you at, bro?
You're having dinner with Xanthi Misfit?
No.
Oh.
I'm going to go across the street. There's a pizza place across the street.
Yeah, I'm just going to say again.
I'm in Carlsbad right now.
Before you wrap it up, I just want to say again that I'm not going to take the time to like encourage anyone else to do anything or not do anything, but I will say I am 100% not going to buckle to anything, any changes, any unconstitutional rules, laws, regulations, or restrictions. Not a singular firearm that I have will change. Not a singular cruciform style pistol will nothing. I'm not making any changes, and I don't care what the
this was one of these things where I said it. I think we all said it in one form or another. Is that as soon as Glock caved, they're going to see blood in the water. They're going to keep going.
Yeah,
and what Glock should have said, hey, you know what? This is legal as per the ATF, and we're not changing it.
Yeah.
And this is something we actually had I think a private discussion longer about this, about aviation and changes in aviation and the legalities of aircraft manufacturing. But
yeah.
Anyhow,
I'll be up
firearms
that way in January. I just saw your email. Question: are you meeting with Michael Schwartz from SDGO while you're there? No. I don't know how much time exactly I have. I have a day job, guys, and I'm on a business trip.
You have a day job, guys?
Yeah.
I'll say
drone
this.
pilots be able to use aviation radios? I don't
We
know.
need to just trust in the Lord that Virginia will be blessed and taken care of. And also remember that it's faith and action. And I have no problem taking action, whatever the consequences may be. That's what sorry, I couldn't spit out the end because I was at a loss for words. But yeah, man, this is crazy, ridiculous, absurd, insane. And the fact that this tiny little spot at the top of Virginia thinks that they can call the shots for people all over the rest of the state is just insanity. And I can't believe that we're back in this place. We may as well have Ralph Northam come back and say that we can abort babies after they're born.
Which he actually did say.
He did say it's on recording, on video. A conversation will ensue.
I don't hate anyone. Somebody says I hate them live. I don't really hate anyone.
I don't hate them. I just
Good job I voted for Mundon.
I just don't understand why they just your rights end where other people's rights begin. Stop worrying about everyone else. All right. Stop being Karens and Kevins. Forgive me if your name is Kevin. But stop being Karens and stop worrying about everyone else and stop thinking you can change the world when the problems that you're trying to address, the solutions are bloodier than the problems. Like, this is insane, man. Actual tards.
All right, guys, that is it. We're going to get out of here. Thank you so much. I think we should end it with a video. What do you guys think?
I think we should.
Yes.
And also check out DLD After Dark tonight at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard.
Less than 2 hours.
Check it out. It's a good show.
Thank you.
Especially before.
You think the law protects you? I write the law.
Then we'll burn the page. I'm not hiding anymore.
Good. Makes you easier to find.
Evil ATF coming summer 2020.
And
never
we're gonna get out of here in a second. See you guys later.